G'day guys, welcome to my Rxys feature video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about NRL round 22 predictions for 2019 guys, so let's get started. So this first game of this round we see the Sea Eagles going up against the West Tigers. I think this game will be a simple one. I think without Robbie Farah, I reckon that this game will go either way, and I reckon that so many things will happen in that game with so many injuries in that game. I think this game will be a pretty simple game, and I think Manly, I reckon they're going to get this one here by 8 points, and I reckon they will get the job done, and I reckon this game will be a brilliant game to watch. But seeing this game, oh my goodness, seeing it at Brookvale Oval or Rabbitohs, I think this game will be still a good quality football game Thursday night. But yeah, I think this game though will still go either way. But seeing this one, Tommy Talau making his debut will be an absolutely incredible thing for him. But yeah, this game will go either way, and I reckon that Manly Sea Eagles will get the job done here by 8 points, and I will reckon that they will get the job done and at Rabbitohs by 8 points, and they will possibly will. But seeing Tom Trbojevic, he will splendor so many try assists, and I reckon he will have a splendor of a game. But obviously you got Daly Cherry Evans, which I heard that he hasn't trained, but with like his injury. But I think that this game though will be an absolute crucial one. This game could go either way, and I reckon that this round will be an absolute splendor of a game. But yeah, seeing Sea Eagles and Tigers, I am going to go with the Manly Sea Eagles here by 8 points. The next game of this round, we see the Titans taking on the Parramatta Eels up at Gold Coast Cbus Super Stadium. I reckon this game will be a simple one, and I reckon this one will be a flogging. But for the Parramatta Eels, they have been getting the real job done, but they just haven't been lacking any consistent. But seeing them, they've won a couple of times, but I'm not sure about the Gold Coast Titans. They just lack very poor at the moment. But unfortunately, I am going to go with the Parramatta Eels here by 14 points, and I reckon this one will be an absolute flogging, and I reckon that this game will be a Parramatta Eels great game, and I reckon this one will be an absolute splendor of a match. But seeing it at Cbus Super Stadium, I think that it won't be so much for Parramatta Eels supporters, or will be for the Titans supporters. But yeah, I reckon that this game could go either way, but if Titans win this game, this one will be the first win I've ever seen in a while. But yeah, this game could go either way, but I am going to go with the Parramatta Eels here by 14 points. The next game of this round, we see the Broncos going up against the Panthers here. I think that this game could go either way, but the Panthers, they have been proved really well, especially the Brisbane Broncos. They've been really poor lately, but they've just shown that they can actually play footy. But I think that this game could go either way, but I reckon this one will be an absolute tight game. I think that so many tries will lead into this game, but I am going to go with the Broncos here by 2 points, and I think that this one will be a penalty goal to seal the deal for the Brisbane Broncos. But yeah, for Parramatta Eels, for the Panthers, sorry, I think that this team is an absolute splendoring team, but with James Maloney in this squad at the moment right now, I think that this one could go either way. But this one will be an absolute tight one. But without Matt Gillette and Alex Glenn, this one could go either way. But they are struggling at the moment with the Brisbane Broncos side. But I am going to go with the Brisbane Broncos here by 2 points. The next game of this round, we see the Knights going up against the North Queensland Cowboys. I think that this one will be an absolute simple game, but going up against the Cowboys here, they have been lacking consistent. they have not proven that they can play league, but I think just because I reckon that so many players are just struggling at the moment, I am not going to be negative. I'm going to be positive because I reckon that Josh Maguire is an absolute great player. But if you guys have seen my recap, please do comment if you want your opinions, your things. I don't mind whatever you want, but literally, I'm just being really nice. I'm just trying my best, but literally, I am just gonna say this: Josh Maguire just has to be really playing this game well, because at the moment I think he did eye gouge 3 times in a row. But yeah, I think that though Cowboys are really struggling at the moment. But Scott Drinkwater is having a splendouring of a game. So is Michael Morgan, but those 2 players are the only key moments at the moment. But I am going to go with the Newcastle Knights here because I think that this game could go either way, and I reckon that Newcastle Knights will get the job done here by 4 points. The next game of this round, we see the Melbourne Storm going up against the Canberra Raiders. I think that this game could go either way. These 2 teams are an absolute splendouring team. I think that this one could go either way, but literally, I am going to go with the Melbourne Storm here by 6 points, and I think that they will definitely get the job done, only because they're just such a really good team. But for the people that just think they can, think they're cheaters, they're not cheaters. They are really good. They're just so focused with their squad. I reckon that this one will be a definite good game though, but I am going to go with the Melbourne Storm here, only because that Ryan Pappenhausen has returned for that squad, only because also Jerome Hughes and Justin Olam has returned to that squad too. But yeah, I reckon that this game will be an absolute great game, but yeah, this one could go either way, and I am going to go with the Melbourne Storm here by 6 points. The next game of this round, we see the Rabbitohs going up against the Bulldogs here. I think that this game will be a simple one, average game, who knows. But anyway, the Bulldogs are an absolute great team, but seeing them in the 15th of the ladder, they're just really lacking class at the moment, but they have won a couple of games. But I am definitely proud of the Bulldogs though. No negativity at the moment, but I just think so many things could go wrong, but I am going to go with the Rabbitohs because I reckon they will get the job done, and I reckon this game will be an absolute cracker of a match at ANZ Stadium. But this one will be an absolute great game. But seeing this one with Adam Dewey, Adam Reynolds, and other things too. But the only one person I think is really not good at the moment playing footy is Corey Allen. But at the moment he's just been lacking consistent. But it doesn't mean that I'm saying anything negativity at the moment. But I just think that this game will be an absolute great game though. But seeing this one without Corey Allen, I reckon I'll win this game. But yeah, I reckon this one could go either way though. But I reckon I am going to go with the Rabbitohs here by 12 points. Second last but not least, we see the Roosters going up against the New Zealand Warriors here. I think that this game, I reckon this one will be an absolute cracker of a match. And I think that this game could go either way. But I am going to go with the Roosters here by 10 points. And I think that they will get the job done. And I'll just think that the Warriors, they will be lacking inconsistent only because of the passage of play. I think that of the decoys they do. I think that this game could go either way, but I am going to go with the Sydney Roosters by 10 points, only because that they will definitely get the job done. But they're not stupid, only because that Latrell Mitchell, he definitely gets the job done well. He does it pretty well, and he scores a couple of tries to seal the deal. But I think that this game will be an absolute great game, but literally, I am going to go with the Sydney Roosters, only because they've just proven that they can play rugby league, and they absolutely are, only because they just proved 10 out of 10 or 100%, but I think that this one will be a simple one, but I am going to go with the Sydney Roosters here by 10 points. Last but not least, we see the Sharks going up against the Dragons. I think that this game will be an absolute simple game though, but seeing this one, the Sharks are an absolute great footy team, but they've really lacked consistent, but I think that this game will be an absolute great game, but really, for the Dragons, I just think they've fallen apart a bit, but I don't know. This one could go either way, but I am going to go with this one for the Sharks by 8 points, only because that this game will be an absolute great game at their home game, but really, this one could go either way though, but only because that Matt Moylan has returned for that side, which it is incredible. That leaves Josh Dugan in the number 5 side, and Ronaldo Montoilo out. But yeah, this one could go either way though, but I am going to go with the Sharks here by 8 points. Thanks guys for watching my video, guys. Stay tuned for more. I will be doing the AFL vlog. This one is coming new. This one will be an absolute cracker for the GWS and the Western Bulldogs. I will be doing that vlog for you guys out there that absolutely love AFL, and I will be doing that for you guys. But this one will be an absolute great game for all of this round, for round 22 predictions. But stay tuned for more, and I will be doing more videos coming up for you guys pretty soon. But stay tuned for more, guys. Until then, take care.